The date is March 7th, 2013. An amazing day in history, as it is the day that the Dorito Loco Cool Ranch flavor was released. And this is Daily D&D. Thank you guys for joining me. My name is Micheal, and this here is your Daily Dose of D&D. Today we're talking about my second encounter of my campaign so far. This one was a little bit short because we had combined two together, and I just wanted to kind of get it out. And so I wanted to do a lot more detail and a lot more hunting of a large monster. But there was a town called Lerna that the party was told about as part of their mission, and that there was a monster terrorizing it. And so they went, and they saw large footprints, and they could, roll high enough nature and perception checks to be able to notice a trail going throughout the trees. Our Dragonborn, however, decided that he didn't want to follow that trail, and he went brachiating and went jumping from tree to tree to tree throughout the woods, and so got to miss a little bit of what was going on. The rest of the party followed through, and they saw this large hydra that was all slumped over. It kind of looked like it was asleep. That's kind of what I implied. And they saw this, I called it a troll, and that was my mistake. When I came up with this concept, I wanted there to be trolls, but what I actually really wanted was kobolds, because kobolds are just so awesome, and we use them a lot in our campaign. They're a very, very fun race, and they're easy to roleplay. You just have them lie their heads off to get gain, and to not get killed by the person they're talking to. Easy. And so, yeah, I'm totally retconning it, so there were totally kobolds in there. And so they saw kobolds, and the kobolds saw them, and they're like, "Ah! Help us! Help us! They found us!" And so suddenly a bunch of kobolds swarmed out of the cave and climbed into the hydra, and you heard like the whirring of gears and the snapping of cables, and the hydra came to life, and suddenly there's 9 heads going around and attacking the party and spitting acid and stuff like that. And then the party totally killed it. It was like extremely unfair, because the party's like that, and I needed to come up with better ways to deal with that, which I think I know, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it's coming up tonight or not. We'll see. It's going to be fun. I have some basic ideas of what tonight's campaign is. Anyway, so they managed to kill enough of the kobolds and cripple enough of the hydra, the leader of our party, the Minotaur, went and cut a large gash, and there were kobolds aside, and he went, "It swallows them alive!" and rescued the kobolds, because, yeah, he totally, his character totally didn't understand that they were controlling it, and he took one to be his first mate on the airship, or his cabin boy, or something like that. I don't know exactly what Squiggles is. It's a running gag. It's a character. It's a little NPC that follows the party that I get to kill off sometime when it would be comedic. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also tried to push a little bit of plot towards the party, but not much was going on there. But it was a lot of fun, because I had everybody just kind of show up, and once again, I'm horrible at combat encounters. And but this was towards the end of an evening, and we managed to get 2 of these encounters done in the first night of this campaign. And then the second one has taken 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's been 3 weeks for me, because I didn't work last week. I worked last week, but yeah, so it's taken 4 times as long to do this encounter. So we'll see. I don't know how long the next one's going to take, but we shall see. One of the things, let's see, what do I want to talk about for this? One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to use skills. Like, one of the things that they talk about, for example, in the Heroes of Fallen Kingdoms or Forgotten Lands, whichever one is the second book in the Essentials line, is the Ranger can pick up some extra tracking abilities. Who's ever used tracking in D&D? You really don't. You're normally in a dungeon, or you're normally, it's normally extremely clear, at least in our group. Tracking has never really been an issue. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to pull that tracking skill. I wanted to have those skills on the skill list that no one's really used, and bring them in. I'm really just, flailing around and trying to use all the little bits of D&D that I've never really touched. And hopefully, as I flail that I'll be able to touch some of them that are going to make things pretty awesome. So yeah, I think that's it for today. My name is Micheal. This has been a Daily Dose of D&D. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below, and also leave a comment with questions and comments and stuff that I should talk about, because I'm running low on ideas, and we're only a third or a fourth of the way through the month. I'll try and drag it out as long as I can, but that's just going to get boring for you guys. So yeah, totally do that. And also, if you're on the YouTube homepage and you like getting a daily dose of D&D, there's a subscribe button that's down there in the middle. And if you do hit that subscribe button, I will come to your YouTube subscription box, breaking through the swamp like a dragonborn who's experiencing the joy of his monkey ancestors. I don't know if dragon can have monkey ancestors, but it was a lot of fun. My name is Micheal. Once again, this is your daily dose of D&D. You guys stay online. I'll see you next time.